This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and I'm going to teach you how I left my glasses. Jesus, don't cough into the microphone so early on. I left my glasses at a doctor's appointment and I spilled a giant green smoothie made with milk in my car 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
All right, your story adds up.
So the glasses are sort of a non-starter because it's like a 45-minute away doctor's appointment. So I'm just considering getting new glasses.
Get LASIK. I just got LASIK.
So your solution is to get surgery.
That's my solution to every problem. Today,
Get surgery.
I'm going to find...
Feeling lonely? Get surgery, honey.
I'm going to find a surgical solution to everyone's problems.
Yeah, you went to med school somehow. We didn't know. You're like,
Somehow.
I think we could cut that out of your body. I'm joined by Eric Striffler, freelance
Hello.
sidekick.
Hello.
Eric, I've known you for years.
Yes. I've already been on. You're sort of saying it like I've not been on already.
Well, in case someone tuned in between the third, fourth episode,
True.
And now, what's happened since you were last on the show? You've sort of gone out into the world. You've done all sorts of wild things. You were at a music festival.
Yep, and I guess LASIK was in between though, wasn't
You
it?
got LASIK.
I really did.
They lasered your eyes, and you were fine with that.
Loved it.
You said, "I trust you."
I would do it if you had to do it every year for it to work. I would gladly do it.
Really?
Absolutely, it was the easiest thing.
Because I feel like I don't have my glasses today because I left them at the doctor's appointment. And
Right, we heard. Just a little extra runway for you there.
I feel like I'm naked though.
Without your glasses?
Yeah, I feel like they're a whole part of my personality.
I feel much better without them.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess that LASIK worked for me. You know, you could wear fake glasses.
I guess that's
Well, they're
true.
real glasses, but with fake lenses.
Yeah, they're not.
What would be fake glasses?
They're holograms. They're like the app, like the Instagram filter.
They're projected on you and you can't move.
They're the Instagram style or
Yes.
whatever.
No, I mean, you could technically, because I had like one or two people were like, oh, I like your glasses. And I'm like, well, that's your problem. I don't like wearing them. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you like my glasses? That's your fucking problem. Get away from me, you weirdo.
I'm
You're just
lasering them
repelling-
away.
You're repelling people. Man, I've been waiting to talk to you. You're repelling people. You're caustic.
At the When We Were Young festival, it's so funny because I was barely with anyone that I went. I went with like 10 people.
Really?
Barely saw anyone the whole day because the service sucked. And I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go see the next band. I don't
Yeah.
need to fucking find anybody to go see the next band. I'm just going to go.
You'll go
So-
rogue at an event. You'll sort
Yeah.
of go off on your own.
And then people will call me
and then
looking for
they'll
me.
look for you and you're missing.
Was that in the premium?
That
or
was in the premium.
Okay,
That's
never
not-
mind.
The cold opens in the premium. It's not in the regular
That's when I
episode.
went missing.
That's right.
Speaking of premium, though, congratulations on all the premium effects.
Oh, thank you.
Headgum, the Patreon, the whole 9 yards.
Please.
I brought a little something.
You brought me something?
Maybe.
Oh my God. He's going over. Let me describe what he's doing in case you can't see. He's moving his elegant, slender little body. He's shaking his ass. He's walking over to the mini fridge. He's opening up the mini fridge. He's spiking the wide. He's spiking each of the cameras. He's going around each of the cameras. He's going into the mini fridge. He's taking out a bag from the mini fridge. He's bringing it back over to the couch. He's opening up a bag wordlessly.
Premium.
He brought Sapporo Premium beer. Wow. I love this.
I was looking for platinum.
This is so This is so funny. The Sapporo Premium beer. Wow, Eric, I appreciate that.
Oh,
Here we go.
there's a sound effect you need.
Oh, that sound makes me...
Go ahead. Okay. Cheers.
I'll bleep hard.
Makes me
Oh, thank you for the premium.
Yeah, seriously, congratulations,
beer.
though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been crazy. Everyone's been so sweet. I guess natural native plug here. But if you want to check out the Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/perfectperson. You can get the premium version of the show, which has an exclusive cold open and bonus
how I went
callers.
missing.
And bonus callers. Yeah, but Eric went missing. And bonus callers and stuff like that. You can also get the Perfect Person Platinum, which is an exclusive Patreon show that's more of the same, but even sweeter and sassier and wilder. And Eric's on this week's Perfect Person Platinum. And I've got some wild questions for you.
On the platinum or right
I want
now?
you to tell the story about the girl with the dog that barked.
That's a story.
Well, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so check out Perfect Person Platinum if you want to hit that up. Now, Eric, the people want your advice. Now, I want you to remind them what your sort of whole shit is.
Yeah, I started doing YouTube shit when I was really young, made money from that, didn't have to go to college, didn't want to go to college, so it worked out. That worked out, obviously. If you don't have that, then that's going to be different. If you're like, should I go to college? And I'm like, no.
Right.
That doesn't really help you.
Yeah.
And also, I live in a van.
That's right.
So those are the important things you need to know. Those are the caveats. As long as you have had both of those things happen in your life, then my advice will really work for you.
Yeah, you're a nomad traveler that sort of did it himself.
Yeah, I did it my
self.
We did say that I was at a concert, right? That's why my voice is like this. It's not COVID.
Yeah, that would be a bummer if you had COVID.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
That would
Until
be
right
worse.
now.
That'd be
Scary.
That'd be
We
worse.
couldn't leave.
That'd be worse than a bummer.
Imagine
Me and you trapped in here.
But we might as well record months worth of people can call in.
Months worth of content.
The reason I mentioned my college situation, that seems to be most of the questions
People are
around
like,
college.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I almost want to have, like, when you call the voicemail, I want the voicemail message to say, if you have a boyfriend, leave them.
If you got a boyfriend, I feel bad for you, son.
If you got,
I got 99 problems, but a boyfriend ain't one.
If you're calling about your toxic boyfriend, press 1.
It just hangs you up.
It just hangs
So
up.
it sends you to your local Chinese food restaurant.
If you're calling about you're not sure what to do after college, press 2. If you're like,
sorry, you lose.
Click.
Not that those questions aren't always obviously entertaining,
it's
but
just that
how many times can you say the same? Some of them are the same.
But it's also like, some part of the fun of those calls is that then we get into the deeper thing, which is like, not at all about the actual. But I think it's just like, if you're calling about this thing, here's the
episode where we really covered this.
Yeah, exactly right.
Actually, you should make a directory while you don't have a ton of episodes. You should make a directory, like almost like a search, and see if we've answered your question.
Oh, that's really cool.
Do it now before you get 100 episodes in.
Oh, that's really cool. Like, it's a text
on the Perfect Person website.
Yeah, that's
and you could search your terms of like what you're looking up, and it might have already been answered.
Oh,
if you genuinely want help, you might have already answered it.
Recently, I really want to do a live telethon for charity where people call in for like a whole day and we raise money.
You mentioned an idea like this a while ago. Yeah, similar to that. Not quite exactly what you're saying, but I don't know if you still want to do the other thing.
I thought you were going to be like, yeah, it's bad.
No.
You mentioned this a while ago.
The other idea you had is similar, not quite the same, but I won't say in case you still plan to do it. But yeah, I like that idea, of course. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
And all the money goes to you.
Well, yeah,
telethon usually is for like charity.
I say it's for charity, but I buy a show. Let me finish. Let me finish.
My way.
I say it's for charity, but I buy a jet.
A fucking jet.
I buy a fucking jet.
I spy with my little ass.
A little sass. Here we go. Answering calls. Everyone calling in's gonna get it all. What's your problem, girl? I'll define it. I'ma tell you, wine and dine it. Have you an toxic ex? Your toxic ex is having sex. You're not sure. You're perplexed, and I'm telling you to break it up with him. He sex. Sucks.
Yeah.
Let's answer some calls.
It's called a slant rhyme.
Here
I'm
we
so
go.
excited to be back on. This is so much fun.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person.
Are we on?
You're live on the show, and I'm live and a ho. Howdy.
Hello.
Hi. What's your problem? Hey, what's up? Sorry. Did you hear me say howdy?
I didn't hear howdy.
No worries at all. That's my bad. I was just saying, what's up? Welcome to Perfect Person. The show.
Why don't we try it again? Say howdy again.
Let me say howdy again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeehaw, baby.
Yeehaw, baby. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi. My name is Nia, and I've actually called in before.
Here we go. Miles, don't even worry about this. Nia, what the hell's going on? How are you?
I'm so good. I was crocheting all day today. It was great. I hung out with my dog, and I had a very great day today.
Did you say you were cursing all day?
Crocheting.
Oh, I
Listen
heard
up.
cursing.
Hey, Eric, listen.
Crocheting.
Listen to me. Yeah,
All
that's right. Crocheting.
Maybe it
Eric.
is harder than I thought to host a podcast. Miles, take it away.
Classic cis white man. Not even listening. Not even listening. Nia, what's your problem?
What is your problem, Nia? That's a question I have often.
Hey, Nia, what's your fucking
What
problem?
the hell is your problem?
What the hell is your problem, Nia? We're here to solve it.
I will tell you my dang problem when I give you just a little update from the last time we chatted, Miles.
Absolutely, Nia.
I guess it's not too exciting, but the update is that I took Will's advice on living frugally, and I would say it's working out pretty well.
That's the best. You're a frugal little bugle, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Now, tell me about this new sense of frugality that you're living.
Well, this week maybe not so hot for me because I literally just I just bought Taylor's new vinyl, and it's coming in tomorrow, which I think is an investment.
And you're talking about Taylor Hicks?
You're talking about Taylor Hicks?
American Idol?
American Idol, Taylor Hicks, vinyl from 2010?
No, Taylor Kish of Friday Night Lights fame.
Excuse you. He was John Carter from Mars. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now, here's what I'll say.
Okay.
He was.
You
wasn't he?
know
Yeah.
that your boy loves little gifts. It's me. Going to the corner. It's me, as Taylor Swift
Oh,
said.
yeah, that's right.
But I love buying myself little gifts. I'll buy myself a little piece of technology. I'll buy myself a video game. I had a strawberry donut this morning, and guess who that was for? Ya boy! Ya boy! So I think that you're right on track. And part of frugality is about individuality.
Whoa.
Word,
Nia. So Nia, this is very exciting. Anything else going on? Any drama, any goss that you have for us?
But I do have one tiny problem, and I call it a tiny problem because I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
Oh, well, but we're going to make it a big deal. You think it's not a big deal? We're going to make it a big deal,
We're going to flip
Nia.
your fucking world upside down,
I'm
honey.
going to flip out.
Who's wrong in you? What's going on?
Who's wrong? We're going to kill this guy.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So, first initial question. Have either of you been a recipient of a surprise party, or have you planned a surprise party?
I planned a surprise party for Sarah. And
I don't remember getting invited.
you weren't invited because at the last party you came, you puked all over everyone.
That's
and
right.
Everyone said you smelled like shit and
That's
fish. And then
great.
you did a beer bong, but it was cranberry juice. I don't know why.
That was fine. That didn't bother anyone.
No, it did bother everybody because you got it all sticky all over the floor.
That was the vomit.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Then you started.
So it wasn't the beer bong. It was the vomit.
You started a blackjack game. You said double or nothing. I promise I've got the cash.
But I was facing a wall.
You were facing a wall, and then you didn't pony up. So you weren't invited. But I did plan a surprise party for Sarah. And this was wild because planning a surprise party for your baby is crazy.
Baby mama.
Baby mama at this point. Sarah's my baby mama, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Okay.
And
Good for you.
Good for you. I'm not afraid.
This is progressive, I think.
Is it? I'm married to her as well. But so I planned a surprise party for Sarah, and here's how it worked. I was planning, me and my roommate Kendall were planning a surprise party, and then all of a sudden Sarah was like, man, I would love a surprise party. I really want a surprise party, and I want it so bad. And then, she said this like years ago, forgot about it, and then we were starting to plan it, and we're like, actually Sarah loves to plan parties. Maybe let's actually like have her so that way we're not going to have a surprise party. We're just going to throw a regular party. This was like a couple months out. So I go, oh, you know what? We were maybe thinking about throwing a surprise party, but actually we figured like, let's just tell you, we'll all plan a big thing and me and Kendall will do it together. Sarah immediately goes, oh.
She's disappointed you told her.
She's disappointed. She's devastated.
Yeah.
She says, I've always wanted a surprise party. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, of course. I'm really sorry, but maybe we can do it next year or whatever. I immediately text Kendall, the surprise party's on. The greatest cover is that the sting operation wasn't even the sting operation. Sarah's out here thinking that I ruined it, but guess fucking what?
Guess what, dummy?
I didn't ruin shit. And so then Kendall and I are secretly planning, and Sarah's bumming out. She's around the house moping, poo-poo.
Well, that's my favorite part of planning a surprise party is making your friend think you don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
They're like, they're asking all their friends, what's going on this weekend? Who wants to hang out?
Right.
Oh, nothing with you.
Right.
Because we're all going to be at your party.
We're all gonna be,
but there's a window where
busy.
your friend or mom or dad or whoever is going to feel like shit.
Exactly.
Leading up to the surprise party.
We rent a fucking venue.
I do remember
We
this.
rent an
I remember
offsite
this.
venue. We have it be like, it's like, it was prom casino themed. Like, because Sarah's like glam. She loves to glam and party out and whatever.
Makes it extra weird that I wasn't invited after the blackjack ordeal, but whatever.
Yeah, well, that was part of the thing.
It sounds like I
We
inspired
got
the
the
party,
idea for
but
the party
whatever.
from that. But so we rent this whole venue out. It's this big fucking beautiful venue. Kendall, our best friend, gets all these decorations. She's like putting them all up and whatever. And the way that we got, so I have a director friend, my friend Sam. I tell my friend Sam, hey, we're having a surprise party for Sarah. Can you text me and Sarah that, because he's a director, he shoots branded stuff. And he was like, can you text us that you need extras for a branded shoot on this day?
And he said, hold on, I'll call you back later. I'm in the middle of shooting the final James Bond film.
And he did. And
yeah,
he loved
Sam,
it.
you said it was.
Yes, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi.
Mendez, but okay.
So he says, say less. Can I also do a little bit more than that?
Amazing.
And I was like,
I forgot about
fuck
this.
Yeah. So he texted me and Sarah, hey, do you want to be like extras for this thing? And we'll pay you like $250 or something.
You must have lost your mind.
I was like, this is the best. I was like, oh my gosh, Sarah, this is so cool. Well, we'll do this on this Friday, right? That's cool. And the day, it was like a couple days before her birthday. So she's like, oh yeah. And I wait for her to respond. She responds and then she texts me, should we do this thing? I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. He then texts her, Sarah, they're also casting principal talent. It's a foot brand. Can you send me pictures of your feet?
That's right. That's right.
Can you send me pictures of your feet? Because I want to send them to the brand. Sarah gets all nervous. She's texting me, I have to get a pedicure to send pictures of my feet. I drive her to get a pedicure.
Knowing it's for
nothing. She gets the pedicure, takes the pictures by herself, texts them to me, and is like, are these good enough? And I say, no. We have to retake them with better lighting. I get out my camera and lights and I'm shooting the photos and then we send them up to Sam. Sam then responds with, oh, I'm so sorry they went with somebody else. Sarah's devastated. We're playing mind games with her at this point.
This is the part of the party where you're fucking with the person you love.
Sarah's devastated. And she won't stop talking about it. She's like, did they think my feet were ugly? She's like, none of this exists.
Your friend, Sam, takes it too far and he's like, yeah, the casting director said they were hideous, horrible.
They were hideous feet. No, but he was like, but we're super stoked to have you. You're going to be in the background. It's like this party scene. That's how we were getting her to dress up.
Yeah. Which, by the way, this is not true to be clear. She's got great feet.
That's my wife.
Anyway.
My wife with the great feet is all.
Becky with the good feet.
That's the title of the episode. My wife with the great feet. So then I am like, all right, great. We get dressed up. And then I'm running late because they're still setting up the party. And as I'm setting up the party, Nia, you still there?
I'm fully here, yeah.
And we'll get to your thing.
Go on.
won't.
Live studio audience of one. It's Nia. So anyway, on the day of, I get dressed in my suit, and Sarah gets dressed in this and he says like it's glam, it's like over the top, dress, crazy. So we're dressed all beautiful, and then I'm like delaying. I'm like, Sarah, yeah, like, oh, sorry, I have to get my shoes on. And she's like, we're gonna be late. Because at this point, we have money on the line.
You get into a relationship-ending argument over this?
We get into an argument.
No!
Because Sarah goes, she's like, why are we late? You're never late. Because I'm really punctual.
And you have to like sort of play along.
And she's like, Sam is... Dude, this is the funniest thing. She's like, because Sam is saying he's going to pay us like $250 or something each. So then we get in the car and she goes... And I was like, what's wrong? She goes, we're on the way. We're driving on the way. She goes, no, it's stupid.
I've been thinking about us.
And I was like, no, yeah, it's just fucking horrible. She goes, it's stupid. I really thought you guys were going to throw me a surprise party. And I just feel stupid that I wanted that. We are on the way to her surprise party.
God, you must have pissed your pants.
I acted my little fucking heart out.
Yeah.
I said,
where's the applause?
I said, woo! An Oscar for me? I said,
keep my wife's feet
out your fucking mouth.
Oh my God.
Keep my wife's feet out your fucking mouth. So then I go, oh my God, I feel like such a bad boyfriend that I didn't know you wanted to surprise. And she goes, yeah. And actually, she was like, yeah, I mean, I just have always wanted it. I felt like I talked about it. I brought it up.
Yeah.
And then we're like late because I'm parking and shit. And we're like rushing. And I'm like, all right, come on, Sarah. And she's like, come on.
You're
and
late,
I'm
quote
like,
unquote late.
We're
Right,
late.
right,
I'm making us late because Kendall texted me. We're still setting up.
Perfect.
So
oh
then
my God, how funny. God, how funny.
We go up the stairs to this place finally. And I had been like, I'm really sorry. Like next year I'll listen. And I'm just fucking putting on a full Broadway show for party of one, my wife, who thinks that she's on the way to a gig. And we're going to her surprise party. We walk in the door and Sarah said that she thought she was having a brain aneurysm. Because we had catfished her so intensely that because
you did catfish her, literally
in
catfished
her brain, there's like producers that saw pictures of her feet
and said no.
And like, there's like a whole world where like Sam's shooting and we're late. And like, he sent it, I think there wasn't a call sheet, but he told us the call time. And it was like, and so we walked in and like, she sees everyone, they all cheer and we have a video of it. And she's just like, oh, what?
Oh my God.
Oh, and then I go, Sarah, we're here. And she's like, no, what? Like, she was so confused.
I need to see that video. I haven't seen that.
I felt so proud.
That's fucking awesome.
And then she burst into tears and was like, this is so sweet.
The best ever.
So much. Like, thank you for doing it, whatever. It was really good. So that's my surprise story.
I threw my mom a surprise party.
All right, cool, Eric. Well, you threw your mom's surprise party?
That's it.
Surprise parties can be really fun. But it has to be like, you have to really go ham on it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so.
So Nia,
yeah.
To answer your question, yes.
Oh my God.
She didn't say what the question was.
Yeah,
the question was,
asked, have we ever
done
party?
it? Yeah.
Cool. So my question is how do I like drop hints that I want a surprise party? Because I'm typically the one in like my circle of friends that like I usually take initiative. I'm the one that like plans the hangouts and the parties and the bonfires and the events,
right?
Whatever. But I think like something that frustrates me in the past is that if I don't want to plan something, I know that no one else is going to step up because no one usually steps up.
Right.
And then I have to like,
I get it.
To be like, can someone else like take on this and that? But like, so that's the thing that frustrates me. And
why does this frustrate you? You're the greatest for that. You're the one that's planning all the fun stuff.
You're
What's
helping
the problem?
everyone do fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As someone who is constantly bothering all my friends with crazy elaborate invitations to events.
You sent me and everyone we know a Halloween itinerary.
Starting at the end of August.
That spanned the whole country.
Oh, yes.
You were like, I'm in New York doing this shit, and then I go to California and I'm doing this
next
shit.
Day.
Yeah. And like, but that was so helpful because I was like, oh, awesome. Eric's going to be in town. I'll go do this shit with him.
Yeah, I say I don't see a problem with anything you're saying. I say keep doing it. It's fun to be the party planner,
Keep being the party planner. Don't be a party pooper. If you want to suggest that your friends should throw you a surprise party, you need to tell them explicitly. I love surprise parties. I've always wanted one for me, but I never had one. Make up a backstory because my whole family's, destroyed by werewolves. But
let's have Nia practice real quick. Nia, make up a backstory. Why do you need a
surprise party? And we'll give you notes.
Okay.
We're your friends. We're your friends right now. Hey, Nia, you made it.
You made it. Thanks for coming out to the French onion dip off.
Oh my God! Thank you for inviting me to the French.
No problem. My grandfather's been doing it for years. He mysteriously disappeared, and his massive fortune is said to exist in the French onion dip.
Oh no! Rip to your grandpa. Anyway,
thank you.
I've been feeling kind of snazzy and maybe in a bit of a party mood. I want to have a really fun birthday.
Hold on.
January.
Someone's choking on the dip. This might be it.
This might be it.
This
a
might
gold
be it.
coin
A gold coin.
attached to a key.
Uh-oh.
But what is it open? So you wanted a surprise party?
Nia, here, take this key. Take this key.
Oh my
Take
God,
this key, Nia.
I'm holding the key.
Try it on the door.
Oh my God, I'm trying. I'm trying.
What's
I'm
in the
holding
door?
it. Oh my God, it's
A surprise party.
It's a surprise
Surprise!
Thank you.
We just solved the advice. We threw you a surprise
We threw
party.
you a surprise party in audio digital form.
Is that a business idea?
I'm sorry, what?
You phone call. Is that a business idea? How? You call people and say surprise. And they're like, what? It's a party.
You can buy your own surprise party audio.
Oh, that'd be actually kind of a cool.
Oh, how sad. I can't think of anything sadder than this.
We get a bunch of extras.
You just give your name and it's the audio. It's an hour-long audio of people preparing and then saying surprise.
You think he's going to like it? His favorite food is cheesecake. You see that his favorite meal, you remember his vacation to Buenos Aires. You dub it in.
Oh my God.
So Nia, I think you just got to give a firm suggestion and just say, on the real, I want a surprise party because I've always wanted one. And if you guys don't throw me one, you're bad friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be
That
firm
sounds
with what
perfect.
you want.
All right.
Dominate the competition.
Well, first I have to find a French onion dip off and then bring up a birthday party.
And I know what you're
potentially.
thinking. Is it French onion dip or is it French onion soup? And
I wasn't thinking that because you said dip.
but you
I said dip.
but you're dipping a bread in the French onion soup.
It's fine.
Like a
And
French
that's where,
Oh.
like a
that's where
French dip
and that's where the coin with the key on it was.
under the cheese.
Oh, it's cheese.
And a French onion
You're
soup.
right. All right.
What do you mean there's no cheese in a French onion soup?
Nia, you said you were going to bring the
You
cheese.
pervert. You absolute pervert.
I'm sorry, I ate it all.
In this simulation, you lose all your friends.
But Nia, you're going to be fine. Get that surprise party. And I hope that it's the best freaking birthday of your whole life.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Bye. This is sort of like a little I'm trying to think of what this segment is called. Part of being a perfect person.
Is it a new
means-
segment?
Part of being a perfect person means motivating yourself. And my motivation of the week, do you know who Gary Vaynerchuck is?
I listen to 6 podcasts a day, and you know how I do that? 2x speed. 2x speed. It's not 1x speed, it's 2. What's better than 1? 2.
I've been
Of course,
watching.
I know Gary.
I've been watching Gary Vaynerchuk videos in a way where I'm watching it and I'm like, this fucking guy. And
Here's
then it inspires me greatly. You know how sometimes cliches are really smart? That's what Gary Vaynerchuk is.
Cliches are cliches for a reason.
Of course. But he's just literally, you got to, bro, you got to work hard.
Yep.
You got to get your fucking ass to work.
Yeah, that's a
And it's
horrible impression.
And I'm like,
that could. What the hell? Is he okay?
and he's just like,
In your world?
I'm a business. He's like, yep, go.
Stop the car. Stop the car.
I watched him
Stop the car.
stop the car.
Stop the car. You need to get out right now and go start your business.
Yeah, start your business.
We're in the middle of the highway. Stop the car.
If you're selling fucking cookies, maybe fucking sell cookies on TikTok. But he's just going ham.
Yeah.
I watched this one clip where he fucking went off on this girl who was 20. And she was just like, oh yeah, but are you fucking doing anything?
She said that to him?
No. He said that to her.
Oh my God. I was going to say he's going to fucking kill her.
No, he would kill her. But it's just so funny because I was watching those and they were sort of motivating, but then also I kind of love him. I don't know.
Honestly, he's just an example of you can be what Alex Jones is without ruining people's lives.
That's a really good point.
If you want to be that persona, you can do it without being a piece of shit.
And he also
you can.
said, Gary, if you don't know
Gary Vaynerchuk's not hurting anybody.
No,
he's just
at all.
goof.
No,
Yeah.
he's just a goof.
Yeah.
His whole thing is that he's just go for it. He's a business motivational speaker.
Yeah. But it's the same energy as what I'm talking
No,
about.
it's
but
definitely
without
the same
ruining
energy.
people's lives.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But,
including your own.
but including my own. He's
His
improved my
own.
life. Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the podcast where I spilled a smoothie in my car, and that's just the beginning.
Stop. Oh my God.
What is your problem and what's your name?
Oh my God. Okay. My name is Taylor. I live in Orlando.
Taylor from Orlando. Disney much?
Disney? Oh God, no.
Don't talk to me before I've had my morning SeaWorld.
Don't talk to me till I've had my Mickey.
Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe here.
Got it.
Okay. So I have 2 jobs that both like kind of play into this. I work at a bakery in the mornings.
Yeah.
And then I sell wedding dresses at night.
Mm-hmm.
And this has happened 4 times in the past week that someone, or not the past week, the past few weeks, that someone has commented on my weight saying like, I wish I was skinny like you, or how do you stay so skinny when you're working at a bakery? And every single time I'm like, what in the world do I say to that? I'm like, she's shopping for wedding dresses, like sharing her insecurities. And she's like, I wish I was skinny like you. I don't know what to say. I'm like, sorry, girl. Or like, I want to take that opportunity to like hype them up and tell them that body isn't everything. Like, I just need like a go-to response because it keeps happening.
Okay, this
No,
is
I've got
interesting. No, I've got it.
I've got
Eric's
it. They
Eric's
say,
got it hole in one.
say what you just said.
So
say
I'm
it to
gonna
me.
say it to Eric here. I wish I was skinny like you.
And then the bakery thing.
Oh
how do
my
you
God,
how do you work
Eric's
it?
there?
Wait, ready? Yeah. Oh yeah. Eric's here, baby.
Oh, Eric's here, baby.
God.
We're
That's
doing-
right.
Hey, Eric.
Creepy
Hi.
Uncle Eric.
Creepy Uncle Eric. I'm professional Uncle Eric is what I'm going by.
Honka. He's
No,
here
the
to.
bakery thing. How do you work at a bakery? Say that.
How do you work at a bakery without with being so skinny or with being so skinny?
I don't know. How do you work where you work without being being smart?
Yeah. So maybe we do. That was
Did
like,
I ask them where they work?
Yes, and then come up with.
Where do you work?
Honestly,
SpaceX.
wait. Why don't we right now workshop some potentials for if depending on where they say they work? This is exactly what you need.
They work at
Okay.
the library.
Love this.
How do you work at the library
Without being so smart.
being so smart?
Without being so smart.
All smart.
So smart. How do you work at the gas station without being so smart?
How do you work at the gas station without smelling like gas?
So okay, I've got it here. So you
Okay.
have you are looking for a sort of catchphrase.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You're looking
Yeah.
for a catchphrase
Exactly.
to pay bills and get paid,
So to speak.
so
yeah,
to
like
speak.
I'm just there to work. Like,
Now, yeah, you're right. No, and by the way, no one should be commenting on your body,
Yeah.
regardless.
In general.
no, literally.
In general, why
Like,
do it?
What if I was like struggling with an eating disorder for the
Right.
past 5 years and I'm in my
100%.
place of work and you're going to comment on my body weight?
Right,
Like,
right.
come
Totally.
on.
No. And it's because also, and one thing that's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to lead it. This is a 2-farter. We're going to lead with empathy and we're going to finish with that sauce.
Okay, hit me.
The empathy.
How do you work at a bakery without being so
You're damaged because you're just trying to figure out how to decode culture and separate yourself from the freaking patriarchy.
I am a customer.
Get out of
The
here.
customer is get your hands off me.
Ah! So you see how I started by the empathy piece, and I said, you're saying that like
said, "You're damaged."
You said you're damaged.
That was the empathy.
The empathy piece is you're like saying that I'm skinny and that has a value because you're like upset with something and you're using the like hot points of culture that you're being fed through freaking magazines, the government, and the fucking chemtrails.
I need to
What?
be taking notes.
And then
And this is all the empathy?
this is all the empathy.
Okay.
So first of all, you have to understand that when people say that, they're trying to mean well, but what they're doing is dumb.
Yeah.
You're trying to mean
Yeah.
well, but what you're doing is dumb.
Yeah.
So then that's the empathy piece of it. And then the other piece is you don't have to cater to anyone saying anything to
Well, she
you.
does work at a bakery, so I would say she does have to cater.
Hand them a croissant to go,
Catering is probably part of it. but
and
yeah.
you're going to have a freaking humble pie to stay.
Yeah, so that's what I'll say. I'll say, you want this to go. That'll be my
Oh,
response.
You want this?
Oh.
So you wanted this to go?
You want
And it's
this to go
You put
and
your
you
hand in a pastry bag, pull out a middle finger.
You can have this to go
You just
on the
slide
house.
right past it. Okay, so this brownie will be to go.
Actually, that is pretty funny to say. Okay, so this will be to go because that means like get the fuck out of my pastry shop. But
Yeah.
also, it would be weird to say at the wedding gown store though. Is that what that's called? What's a wedding gown store called?
A bridal boutique?
Bridal
I guess?
boutique.
Yeah. To me, sometimes the way that I operate in the world is if someone says something,
Here we go.
Yep, here we go. Someone's teeing up something that's like almost problematic, and I'm responding by not even commenting on that thing at all. It's like if you're in the South and someone's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes people what they're trying to do is give you a compliment, but what they're doing is being homophobic or something.
It happens to me driving all the time.
I'm sure it happens.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Yeah, and it's like
things like that.
Yeah, like shit like that.
What does that mean?
That's like what the fuck does that mean? Or like someone's like, yeah, I bet you're getting a lot out there.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Like, or like, hell yeah, there's lots of beautiful ladies in there. Like, and it's like what they're trying to do is give me some sort of compliment. But what I am doing is just going, yeah. It's like, I'll never see them again. I'll never see them again. It's not my job to change their societal view of anything. It's never going to work.
No.
And ultimately, especially for you, you're already like working at a bakery, working at a wedding store. You're already working in service. So it's really not your job to like decode it to people. And sometimes I see like at service jobs, I remember seeing people or like on the subway or something, someone says like a slur, and I see someone else on the subway trying to like teach them a learning moment. And I get that. And I respect that what they're trying to do is make the world a better place. Yeah. But I think it's important to remember, and if they want to do that, then that's great. But I think that it's important to remember that when stuff like that happens, as long as it's not a slur directed at somebody, I mean like someone just sort of saying a word that they should be saying.
Telling a story or something.
Telling a story or something like that. That it's not your individual position to help correct society on a person-to-person basis.
We can't all be Hillary Duff.
We can't all be Hillary Duff.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, the homophobia thing, yeah. Where Hillary Duff says, hey, you shouldn't say that.
And actually, maybe I'll change it to be making fun of you now.
Yeah. And actually, you're bullied for your dumbass talk.
I feel like I really was like taking it on myself to be like, I needed to use this opportunity to like destroy the idea that they have in their head that skinny is good. And you're right. It's not on me.
It's not on you.
Not at all.
And by the way, you are totally correct. Like there is no value based on the size of your body, based on how you look. Of course there's not, but it's not your job to like help heal society because it's just like, that's so exhausting. This falls outside of context of like, if you see, cause like I can see it, you know what I mean? If you see like person to person, someone's being like harassed.
That's different.
That's totally different.
No, someone just like making conversation and being really bad at social interaction is different than someone being verbally abused to their face,
right.
in which case you should
racist
step
or fatphobic
then
or whatever.
You should step in.
Then you should step in. But if it's someone like, again, especially if it's not something that's like hurting your feelings, you're already working in service. You're dealing with like angry customers who fucking want like their whipped cream.
I'm on the clock.
You're on the clock. It's not like your job is to sell coffee pastries and get those gals into wedding dresses, honey.
Yeah.
It's not to fix society on a one-to-one.
Which is a funny double, like what a fun day.
That's kind of,
what a fun back and forth day. Cake being the middle ground.
That's right.
If you think about it.
Yeah. Cake.
You're right. That's what ties it all together is cake. Comes full circle.
It does. But yeah, no, I'd see that like, because I see that you're wanting to put up a take a penny, leave a penny by making everyone better, but it is not your responsibility. And ultimately, you got to look out for yourself. And part of looking out for yourself is just moving on.
And let me just add real quick, because I can see how listening back to this, we could hear our advice being like, don't worry about the next guy. That's not the advice.
No.
It's more just, it's when you're on a plane, you put your mask on first and then you take care of the next person's mask. You are working all day. Yeah. If someone is going to scream at you because they didn't like that you told them not to say something about your body, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it.
And you know what the difference is here too? I have my fucking microphone.
His mic's falling. Hold on. Stand by.
Stand by. So you know what the difference is? You're working in a service job and it's not your responsibility. I've got a platform right here and I'll say, that's a fucking weird thing to say.
And I'm behind this person in line. I could say it.
Yeah, he could say it.
You working should just make sure you can get through your day without any issue. That person's going to come back in and it's going to be awkward for you.
Right along.
Yes. Someone else could do this in the position you're in. I don't think it's your responsibility necessarily.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Not in my job description.
Not in your job description.
One of my favorite new Panic songs, by the way. Thanks for the shout out on that.
Is say it again for the people in the back.
Uh-huh.
That's fun.
Thanks.
Well, we hope this has been helpful, and
incredibly.
You know what? Get out there and put people in dresses for Minnie and Mickey because they're watching over Orlando. Every
for
single,
all these Disney weddings.
For all,
God. Hang up.
Do you have to deal with a lot of Disney wedding stuff?
Oh, always.
Oh my. Are they dressing up like Donald Duck and then kind of being like, quack, 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 I do?
Yep, of all the Disney characters, they want to embody Donald Duck, not the princesses.
And Daisy.
And Bugs Bunny.
Huh?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in. You have a fantastic day.
Thank you for answering. Have a great one.
Wonderful. You have a great heart, and I see you're it's in the right place,
Yeah.
but you got to look out for yourself. You got to try to ease the stress.
Thank you. Thank you
course.
for that.
No problem
Have
at
a
all.
good night.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Another great call.
Another great
Another
call.
interesting.
Totally
Did
interesting.
you put out a call for specific questions?
No.
Do you ever do that? You've done that.
I do sometimes.
I think you did that with
In
the
the-
one
in
with
the-
your wife. I
yeah.
think you asked
Mhm.
for stuff like baby related stuff. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm making
in
that
the
up.
future, or like I think it was like parenting, maybe
Something like that, yeah.
dating, or yeah. But in the future, I want to. I'm interested in like getting an intern who can answer calls.
Okay.
So they can essentially, I'll say, hey, call in, and I'll have someone just running calls. They'll answer calls and be like, hey, what's your problem? They'll write them down. Hey, thanks. If you're going to be on the show, Miles will give you a call back in 10 minutes.
Right.
And
Yep,
then I
stand
can
by
have,
for an hour.
And then that person is using their judgment to put like a little slack me a list.
Yeah.
And then I can call those people back of the most interesting calls.
Totally. Of course.
Because it's like that.
Because this is just random right now.
This is just live.
Well, we've
Which
gotten
is
very
great.
lucky so far.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
2 great
so
calls.
lucky, yeah.
Not that any of the calls haven't been great, but like specifically today, 2 different calls in totally different worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any problems you need solving lately, Eric?
Right now,
Yeah. What's going on?
we're at the. By the way, are you allowed to call your segment "Be Real" at the end? What's it called?
Get real.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
It's not affiliated. I'm going to have to bleep that.
you're not allowed to say.
It's time to be, although Be Real, was Be Real around when I came out with the first episode?
I honestly have no idea.
I don't know.
No, but I'll put it in my mind for "Get Real" if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything. I'll try to think of it.
Let's move on to our final segment here. This is a segment we like to call It's Time to Get Real, not associated with Be Real. If Be Real wants to contact me, my lawyer's number is 911.
You queued this up to your mixer.
Yeah.
Incredible. Does it
Seamless.
repeat on its own, or do you have to do it?
No, I have to do it
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
It's not very long, too, so we better get going. Eric, what's something, you're somebody who's so easygoing. You are one of the people that I know that is willing to roll with almost anything. What is something that you have been struggling with recently? Because you don't struggle that often. Something that you encountered that was like, this feeling I can't get out of my head, or like this problem that I can't get out of my head, or I'm trying to like analyze this part of my life. Is there anything that you've been struggling or finding difficult in your life? Something that's not going perfectly.
Something that's not going perfectly. Very appropriate. Something that's not going perfectly.
Because of the show?
Well, the title of the show. You're thinking about changing it, you said, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about changing it to Stinky Bob's Fun Plus.
But that was taken.
It was taken by my uncle.
You ran the title by him, and then he bought the domain,
He bought the
out
domain
from
out
under
from
you.
me. My family's a mess. Stinky Bob's Fun Plaps is
Fun Plaps. I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's funny. I honestly, I feel like and it's actually really appropriate for what, like the show you're doing right now with that I'm on, and some of the questions we got. I struggle with relating with a lot of people's problems, and I want to be there to help them.
Yeah.
But it's not helpful if my advice is like, fuck them. Someone's giving you trouble, fuck them.
Yeah.
That's not helpful.
Yeah, sure.
But that's the advice I could have given to every single person except for Nia, because she wanted a surprise party thrown for her.
Yeah.
In which case I'd say, fuck you.
Fuck 'em. Fuck
you. No, I don't want to do that.
Right.
But literally everybody else, technically, like my first thought is like, who gives a shit? Fuck them. And not even, I know that sounds like horribly negative, but I see it as almost a positive thing where it's like, don't let it bother you.
Yeah.
That's not good advice. Don't let it bother you. It's not good advice.
Well, right, because it's like,
See what I'm saying?
No. You've found a way to live your life, like pretty unaffected, and it's taken you really far. And I think that that's like an admirable quality that I think a lot of people. But I do think it's important. That's something that has helped me, honestly.
What?
Your attitude of like, well, you can't control other people, whatever. Like, you just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Don't be looking at other people's paper. And if like someone's upset at you about something that like isn't really your fault, just don't worry about it.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it just comes naturally and easily.
Yeah.
And you can't give that to someone.
Yeah, no.
That's
Right.
I'm not actively trying to be that way.
Yeah.
That's just naturally how I am.
Mm-hmm.
For one reason or another. Who knows, But I wish I could just say that to someone and it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm worried. I don't need to worry about this. But like, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
People need more nuanced, obviously, like advice.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm sure you've learned that after however many episodes you've done on the show, for God's sake.
But also I think that like, that attitude I think plays also into the idea that like people just want to be heard often.
Well, that's my other problem. Not everybody wants a solution.
Oh, that's 100%.
That's really tough for me.
That's really tough for me too. And when I encounter someone who's just like, they want to have a problem. They want to be the person that's like, oh, but like, not in
like a toxic way even, but some people just want to vent.
Yeah.
To be clear, I'm not saying it's people that just want to complain.
They
Those
don't
people
want
are out
advice.
there too. But there are people that like, this person at, I don't know, this person at work did this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, why don't you just move seats? Yeah. I don't actually want to fucking move seats. I just want to complain about this asshole at work.
Right.
Like, that's where I have trouble. But that's kind of in the same world.
Complaining
of what I'm talking
is
about.
tough for me too. And which is like funny because like obviously this show, I actually think that a big fun part of it is that people get to complain and I get to validate them.
Sure.
But
and I mean, also this is under the comedy category, correct?
It's actually under therapy. I got my license.
It's a little different if it's a comedy podcast.
I got my license and I'm
that's terrifying.
And I'm sending people to prison. I was legally.
I hope you can zoom in on you hitting the wrong thing.
No, obviously, but to me, something about that attitude has helped me because when I find myself complaining about something, it's just like, whatever, let's like it is a nice change of pace talking to you because you do have that element of like just brush it off.
I got a perfect example for you that just happened. But and a slant thing real quick before I even get to that example. But here's the perfect example of like a complaint, a blah, 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 like a thing where it's like, I cannot relate to what you're dealing with right now. And this is not fair because you'll agree with me on this one and it happened to work out in the way, whatever. But you'll see what I'm saying. And it might help at the end of it. But before I even say that, it reminds me of going to the movies. I go to the movies constantly.
You like movies?
What am I supposed to do about people on their phones? Oh. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, this is a problem that I have that I've had to see movies again because it made me so livid that people were talking and that were on their phones.
What do you do?
I don't know.
Nothing. You can't say anything. You look like a fucking psycho usually. I'm talking about like at the movie theater, if someone's on their phone, it's like, but here's what I've gotten good at.
With this, yeah.
I've gotten really good at ignoring it.
Really?
I don't even, I'm really good at not seeing it.
Okay, I fully wish that I was good at it.
See, so now this is the perfect example of what I was talking about. So my advice to you would be like, just ignore it. You can't.
Yeah.
That's not good advice. One more time.
Not everybody's.
Nope.
Not everyone's Eric Vivian Striffler.
Wait.
But you know what I will say?
Yes.
My solution to that problem.
That specific one?
People are talking in movie theater around me. And it is full voice too. Someone says an offhand, well, I don't care. It's a movie. Right. Enjoy. Yeah. And you should enjoy that. Like someone says, well, unline to their friend. If people are talking,
fully talking, interrupting.
It also depends on the movie. I see a fucking Avengers movie. It's like whatever. It's a
Yeah.
But
so don't worry, darling. Today, and a woman changed her baby in front of me.
A woman changed her baby in the 5th row. But my solution is to be really, really empathetic and nice and really sweetly like, hey, I'm so sorry to ask, but would you be able to just keep it down just a little bit?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, then I disengage fully. Which
I don't even want to get to that point, is what I'm saying.
Oh, but here's my thing though. And by the way, you're totally right. Like probably the right thing to do is just eyes on your page because people can be fucking crazy. Yeah. But I will say, because I've done that, and 9 times out of 10, people are not necessarily psycho, and they'll be like, oh yeah, for sure.
Sorry, it's my first time out in public.
It's my first time. I've never been to a movie theater before.
I've never been around people.
I just transported from the 60s.
I don't know how to act around people.
I don't know how to act in front of others. I'm broken.
Can I tell you though, the way that I've always described this?
Yeah.
What do you do when it's raining? Do you get an umbrella or try to stop the rain? You can only focus on yourself. I'm serious though. It sounds cliche. It sounds like a Gary Vaynerchucks.
No, I think that.
But seriously, like,
what do you do if your business needs an umbrella? You just try to stop the rain, or you just need an umbrella?
That's exactly it.
Make a TikTok. You just make TikToks. You use TikToks for the long form content.
But you know what I mean.
No, I think that's a really good point.
You like in pretty much any situation, I think of that, and it's like I can only do so much.
What if it's raining? You gonna rain or are you gonna get the umbrella?
Well, also even when it rains, I don't mind because I get wet in the shower too.
I'm wet right now. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Now you have something fun to promote.
Oh, I really do. I almost totally forgot. Thank you.
No problem.
This is like maybe the first time in my life that I hit somebody else up and said, hey, I have a thing to promote.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Right.
Wangers Karaoke.
Woo!
Volume 3.
Have
you ever seen our karaokes that we do over on the Wangers?
Yeah.
So the Wangers are Christian, Cody, and Brian. They're a bunch of great guys that do a podcast every Monday. And a couple years ago, I was honored when they invited me to do a karaoke night with them. Like it was a thing they were brewing and we talked about it a little bit. And so I did it with them and it's a live streamed karaoke.
Yeah.
We did it in 2020. We did it in 2021. This is the third one. We're doing it on November 5th, 2022.
Yeah.
Which I think should be this weekend when this episode comes out. And if it's not, then you missed it.
You missed it, honey.
Whatever. But I am super excited about it. They're amateur hour films on YouTube. Or you can just look up like Wanger's show. You'll find it. Yeah. But it's great and it's really fun and you should watch it too. It's going to be great.
I definitely will.
Be a blast.
No, that's fucking awesome.
You get to vote. It's wonderful.
Peep Eric singing karaoke. What's one of your songs going to be? Do you
Can't
know?
tell you.
It's all a big secret.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Much like everything in Eric's life, it's all a big secret.
Hell yeah.
He's
whether or not I'm alive.
Whether or not he's alive.
That wasn't part of this, was it?
Was
that the preamble?
I can't remember. But as always, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Please rate the show 5 stars on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Scream it in their little face if you think they'd enjoy my little space. Until next time, remember that with perfect person,
I feel like you should end it.
Perfection is only a call away.
You're going with that?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting.
I heard it on the most recent one, and I thought that's pretty good.
You think better?
No.
That was a Headgum podcast.